Hey, dreamers, welcome back to your Dream Coach podcast. I'm Shayla Wey. I'm a small business coach, growth strategist, and believer that your dream life starts the moment you lead like you mean it. This podcast is all about leadership, fulfillment, and growth. And today's episode is about something I believe doesn't get talked about enough, something that's not on a balance sheet or your quarterly report, but quietly determines everything about your success. And we're talking about the hidden ROI of personal growth in business. So if you've ever wondered, is all this mindset work, journaling, coaching, therapy, inner work really worth it? The answer is yes. And today I want to walk you through why. As always, I'll be sharing not from a place of this is what you should do, but from my own experience, what I found coaching hundreds of entrepreneurs and building multiple businesses myself, and how my own personal growth became the biggest lever for my business growth. And before we dive in, I want to remind you, if you are craving more leadership tools, growth support, and a values-aligned business academy, business community, come join the LFG Business Academy on School. It's totally free. And inside, you'll get access to my mini leadership series, plus real tools to help you scale with soul. Links in the show notes, or you can DM me at Shayla Wey Coaching and I'll send it to you. So let's get into it. Well, first thing is that clarity is going to create direction. One of the first returns on personal growth is clarity. When you're not clear on who you are, what you want, or what you stand for, your business becomes reactive. You say yes to the wrong clients, pursue goals that don't align, and constantly just feel like you're spinning your wheels. And what I found is that the more inner work that I do, journaling, coaching, deep reflection, the more confident I become in my vision. And when you're clear, your decisions get faster, your messaging gets stronger, and your team gets more aligned. The second is emotional intelligence builds stronger teams. Personal growth teaches you emotional regulation, self-awareness, and communication, AKA the holy trinity of leadership. And I have seen it time and time again. Entrepreneurs who avoid the hard conversations explode under pressure or ghost their team when things get tough. And the common denominator is they haven't done the inner work. So what I found is that when you develop your emotional intelligence, you build trust, you navigate challenges with grace, and lead teams that stay loyal and inspired. That's ROI you can't buy. The third one is mindset impacts money. I'll say that again. Mindset impacts money. You have probably heard this before, but let me say it again. Is your beliefs around money, success, worth, and fear directly impact your income? I used to undercharge, over deliver, feel guilty, different price points, not because of strategy, but because of old beliefs. And when I started doing the personal work, unpacking money stories, coaching through scarcity mindset, that's when things shifted. Is what was the story I was telling myself around mindset and my value? And what I found is that personal growth around how you think about yourself is often the key to charging what you're worth and receiving abundantly. Number 4 is your identity will drive your habits. So it's not just about what you do, it's about who you believe you are. So if deep down you still see yourself as just a solopreneur or not really a leader, you'll resist the habits and structures needed to scale. But if you begin to see yourself as a visionary CEO, a thought leader, a powerful guide, your habits will follow. So the ROI of personal growth is in becoming the kind of person who naturally makes aligned decisions and takes bold, consistent action. Now, number 5 is that your energy is contagious. So let's get honest. Your business will reflect your energy, and your team, clients, and audience will pick up on it, whether you want them to or not. So when I have been in burnout, resentment, maybe self-doubt, my business felt heavy. But when I'm more in alignment and full of joy and grateful, everything flows. So what I have found is that doing the personal work to protect your energy honors your nervous system, and reconnects to your and reconnecting to your joy is one of the most practical business strategies that there really is. Number 6 is that resilience creates sustainability. Business is hard. There are setbacks, slow months, team challenges, personal stuff that will knock you down. Personal growth builds the muscle of resilience, and it gives you tools to bounce back, perspective to not take everything personally, and strength to keep going even when things are uncertain. So if you want to build a business that lasts, you need a mindset that can hold it all. And that's where the inner work really pays off the most. Number 7 is confidence attracts opportunities. Because here's the deal. People will buy from people who believe in themselves. So when you've done the personal work to stop seeking approval, own your story, and stand in your power, you become magnetic. So you attract collaborations, clients, speaking gigs, and media, not because you're the most polished, but because you're the most real. So I found that every major business leap I've made started with an internal breakthrough in confidence. Now, number 8 is that alignment makes growth enjoyable. So what's the point of growing a business if you're miserable doing it? Well, personal growth helps you build something that aligns with your values, your lifestyle, your family, your well-being. And when you prioritize alignment, you don't burn out chasing goals that don't matter. You actually enjoy the process. And that joy becomes your fuel. And that's a return that compounds forever. Number 9 is fulfillment fuels longevity. I have seen so many entrepreneurs hit 10,000, 50,000, even 100K months only to feel empty inside. The truth, revenue without fulfillment is a dead end. So what I have found is that fulfillment doesn't just feel good. It supports growth. You're more consistent, more creative, and more magnetic when you actually like your business and how you show up in it. And that only comes from doing the deeper work. And the last one, number 10, is something I've said time and time and again. I know this myself. I see this in my business, and I see this in all the clients that I coach and I work with, is when your business will grow when you do. At the end of the day, your business or your success within a business is a reflection of you. Your leadership, your beliefs, your emotional capacity, your vision, it all comes from who you are. But what I have found is that when I'm growing my business, right, as I'm growing, my business grows with it. But when I'm stuck, my business slows. The most profitable thing I've ever done wasn't a funnel or a launch. It was getting in a room of people that were better than me, that challenged me to become more of who I'm meant to be. So if you're serious about scaling, it starts with you. Now, if you've been wondering whether it's worth it to invest time, energy, or money into personal development, I hope this episode has made something clear. It's not a luxury and it's not a detour. It's the foundation. Personal growth is the ROI you don't always see immediately, but it's the return that drives everything else. So it's how you grow a business that you actually love showing up for. And if you want more support on this journey, come join us inside the LFG Business Academy on School. It's totally free. You'll get access to the mini leadership series, coaching tools, and a real community of leaders committed to growing from the inside out. The link is in the show notes, or shoot me a DM at Shayla Wey Coaching and I'll send you the invite. Thank you so much for listening. I am so grateful to be part of your journey, because your dream life starts with the way you lead, the way you live, and the way you grow. I'm Shayla Wey, and I'll see you next time on your Dream Coach podcast.